Legally Speaking, Take 5 with Cindy Crocker.
Good evening, I'm Cindy Crocker. Welcome to Legally Speaking Take 5, where we take 5 minutes to answer your questions about the law. Tonight we're discussing big truck accidents, and with me is my husband, law partner, and the head of our litigation section at Crocker Law Firm, Ben Crocker. Ben, I asked you to come join me on TV today because you've tried cases that involved big trucks and terrible injuries to people, and I want you to kind of explain to people, first of all, what's different about these cases than a run-of-the-mill car accident case?
There's several differences. One, there's usually more at stake. Big trucks cause bigger injuries just by physics. They're going to have, you typically have more serious injuries involved. Sure. There's also more insurance with big trucks as well, typically. So there's more insurance to help pay people for the damages they have because of that.
Okay, well, let's see what some of the questions other people have had about this subject are. First of all, from Christy D in Bowling Green, she says, if I'm in a big truck accident, am I having a case against the driver of the truck or against the trucking company?
Typically, we will have, when we sue someone involved in a big truck wreck, we sue both the driver and the company. The company would be the company they're working for, the driver's working for when the wreck happens. And so typically we're going to name both of those parties. Well,
you know, of course, you and I went to law school together, so I understand vicarious liability, but can you explain to people a little bit about why it is that the trucking company is also responsible if the truck driver does something of his own volition, say he's speeding or falls asleep? Why would the trucking company also be responsible?
The trucking company is responsible because they get the benefits of having the drivers and having the trucks out on the road, and they take the risk of that. And so they're liable for any of the damages, as long as that truck driver is working for them when it happens.
Okay, and let's look at another question from Andrea H. in Bowling Green. She says, do these trucks have different insurance that covers them than I might have, say, on my own car?
That's a good question. The insurance coverage is very different. In Kentucky, even $25,000 is often the minimum limits we see in cases. In truck cases, we frequently see more like $1 million in coverage. And again, because these trucks can cause so much more damage, they have higher limits of liability coverage. So there's more that we can recover in those cases.
And isn't it true that sometimes in trucking cases you go beyond the insurance policy to seek a recovery?
We can. There are some very large trucking companies, and if we have a client whose damages are in excess of what their policy limits are, we can certainly look at the assets they have. These are multi-million-dollar companies, and they have assets of trucks and other assets that you can collect against as well.
So we often hear that if you're involved in an accident with a big truck, you should take action quickly. There are things you should do. What is some of your general advice to someone if they have been in an accident and there's a very large truck involved?
I do think the most important thing, I think, is probably to get a qualified attorney involved early on. There are some pieces of evidence that can disappear quickly. There are rules and regulations that require them to keep evidence, like their driver's logs and things of that nature.
And logs are important because
they show how long the trucker has been on the road before this happened, if he's been driving for 24 hours straight, or whether he stopped 2 hours early to see his uncle.
So it can help you make your case.
So it can help you make the case, and that evidence disappears quickly if you don't get involved and preserve that evidence with the trucking company.
So
that's really important to get us involved early. Also, it's good. The other advice I'd give is get pictures of anything you have, whether it's a picture of your vehicle or a picture at the scene. It's always worth having that information.
Well, thanks for that advice. And if you would like to see that advice again, this show again, or any other shows that we've done, you can find us on crockerfirm.com, where you can also suggest other topics you'd like to see us talk about. Thank you, and join us next time.